overtime at Tampa.
Black hole will be rocking.
It will be next Sunday night. And this drive starts with a fumble, and the Dallas Cowboys with the recovery. Wendell Smallwood, the rookie out of West Virginia, was the ball carrier. So Smallwood comes into the game. Matthews, you know, has had fumbling problems. Sproles has done almost all of the ball carrying tonight. 12 carries. They put Smallwood in the game, and what do you know?
Nice little backdoor move here by Terrell McClain, who probably is their best on this defensive line. Just swims the center right over the top, gets his hand on the football. Big time play when they needed it most.
So the Dallas Cowboys have it at the 36-yard line.
And fourth quarter fumbling woes continue for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Looks like Tyrone Crawford was the guy who secured it at the end. Now, can the Cowboys cash in? Kind of time left in the game. Prescott escapes and then throws, and only the line of scrimmage. Keith Smith, fullback. He is one of 5 Smiths on the Dallas roster, but none of them are named Emmett.
You know, you've got to give these guys a little credit over here. I mean, if you remember that Philadelphia Eagles defensively lost their slot back in Ron Brooks, and they've had a bunch of guys, Jalen Watkins and Jalen Mills and Malcolm Jenkins, trying to fill that role, and they really have not been beaten in the slot tonight, and that was a major concern coming in.
2nd and 9. Here goes Elliott, and he takes the ball to the 31-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins makes the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Malcolm Jenkins is a problem. He's just a problem. He can man coverage. He's around the line of scrimmage. He loves playing the slot. He says he gets bored back there playing the free safety position. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time last year, playing the slot and getting more opportunities now.
Knocked down. That's McKelvin knocking it down, intended for Des Bryant. So now you got to bring in the field goal unit for what's going to be about a 49-yard attempt.
I tell you, the cornerbacks for the Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of guts. They're sitting down on these routes and they're making big 3rd down plays. But you've got to think some double moves or go routes are coming.
So the Cowboys with a golden chance after the fumble, and then Bailey's kick is good, just inside the right upright. Back to a 1-possession advantage, 23-16. Knocking off Arizona. 11.5 to go in regulation. And the Philadelphia Eagles. Sproles is the back from the 25-yard line. Off the fake. Crawford chases him, and that's almost picked off by Scandrick.
Oh, man, I almost put the jinx on him there, didn't I?
The old kibosh.
Oh, boy, he tried to load up on that one, and if Scandrick doesn't stumble, he's got it. Here we go. I think Orlando Scandrick's hamstrings are okay. That is one every once in a while, Al. You know, the old rather be lucky than good. That was lucky.
2nd and 10 from the 25. And squirting through the tiniest of holes is Sproles for a 1st down. Stopped by Carr, but none until he picks up 12 yards, 1st down.
Love the patience. All these guys from the backside have to pull around, so he had to sit there and wait for Brent Selleck to get there. A veteran player just sits and waits. Sometimes those young backs will actually beat their blockers into the hole and gain nothing. He just turned that one into about a 15-yard run.
And he comes off the field at least for a minute. Kenyon Barner comes in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he goes to the 43-yard line. We go to Michelle.
Well, the Cowboys defense is operating without starting safety Barry Church. He is out with a right arm injury. J.J. Wilcox has been manning his spot since Church left the field, Al.
Thank you, Michelle. And there he is on the sideline. Done for the night. Barner stays in the game, and they're going to give it to Barner. Runs into his own man, and then he's able to at least scramble forward for a short gain to the 45, setting up a 3rd down and 3.
Yep.
Philadelphia from the 45-yard line. And it was over the middle, caught for a 1st down. Big conversion here. Jordan Matthews takes the ball into Dallas territory. 1st down to the 44-yard line.
Now that was completely done before the snap of the ball. All that motion, they shifted Darren Sproles out wide, brought him back. They saw how they adjusted, knew they had a zone defense. Just hit it right here, was going to be no problem. That was great play design that time by Doug Peterson, Frank Reich. They had that one figured out before the snap of the ball.
From the 44. Fake the Sproles. And then throw it to him. And taken out of bounds by Durant. 2nd down.
Well, I don't know if any of us would have predicted tonight that Darren Sproles would have been the equivalent of Ezekiel Elliott in rushing yards coming into this one, but clearly it has been Sproles tonight that has given that balance to this offense that has taken some of the pressure off of Carson Wentz.
23 receiving yards, 9 return yards. And Matthews has not played that much. They put Smallwood in for 1 play. They want to forget about that fumble. Barner's carried a couple of times, but it's been Sproles. And here he is again. And there he goes again for a 1st down to the 32-yard line. Can't stop him. Byron Jones makes the tackle.
Jason Kelsey, Jason Peters, here, watch them. They're just winning the battle up there. Just taking them and moving them straight back. That time, David Irving, who caused 3 fumbles in the game against Green Bay a couple of weeks ago, they are winning the battle. We talk so much about the Dallas offensive line, but these big guys up here, even thin as they are, having to replace 2 guys. Wisniewski coming in there and doing a good job.
Ticking down to 8 minutes. Barner is in the backfield. They run Huff. They throw it to him, and he's going to throw it deep downfield and incomplete. That was Jordan Matthews, and he was covered by J.J. Wilcox. So each team trying a similar play here in the 4th quarter, 2nd down.
Yeah, you could see coming around deep and throwing it backwards, so you knew right away it was going to be a throw, but there was J.J. Wilcox in the right place. He was not fooled on that one. Well, Claiborne may have been fooled a bit, but his buddy Wilcox covered it up.
Huff's first ever pass in his 3-year career in the NFL. 2nd down and 10. And through the middle, this is Barner. That's a good tackle from behind. It's DeMarcus Lawrence who stops him from getting more than a couple of yards. Big 3rd and 8.
Welcome back to Marcus Lawrence. He has just been a force making these plays. Watch him slide underneath the tight end that was coming across here. Just slid right underneath him and made the play. Nice night for him.
At the 30, right now you're looking at a 47, 48-yard field goal. If they don't get a yard, 3rd and 8. Big play for the Dallas D here. Low snap, dropped it, throws, and then Sproles gets taken down. And that's the last thing they wanted to have happen. Lee is there, and that turns what would have been a 40-some-odd-yard field goal into something a little bit more difficult.
Jason Kelsey's going to try and get out and get this block on Sean Lee, but he's limping a little bit, and Sean Lee is not limping at all. He just keeps beating people to the punch and making huge 3rd down plays. I don't know how many of those 3rd down plays he's made tonight, but it feels like every time the punter comes on, it's because of Sean Lee.
Well, that was big because it puts him back at the 36, and it brings in the punter instead of the field goal kicker, which would have made it a 2-possession game. So Donnie Jones will boot it. And a fair catch is called for and made at the 11-yard line by Cole Beasley. Big 6-yard loss on that play. to create the punt.
Everything you want a football player to be.
Prescott throws. It's Beasley making the catch. He had lined up in the backfield and flared out and picks up 12 yards in the first down tackle by Jenkins.
There you go. They're just using that quickness finally. They get him in the backfield, which basically gives him a two-way go. He has been a non-factor out here tonight, and those best of friends, Prescott and Beasley, need to start making it happen.
6 minutes to go. Started to go a little quicker here. Now he backs off. Prescott from the 22. Give it to Elliott. Elliott has a lot of room. Elliott out past the 40. Into Eagle territory. Elliott with a flag on the play. All the way back upfield at the 22-yard line. In fact, there are 2 flags. And you know, you can figure out what that's going to mean.
Holding. Offense. Number 72. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
The center, Travis Frederick, negating what would have been a 60-yard gain.
Going to wrap that left arm around the outside here. Judge it for yourself. A lot of flags were flying, so the officials had a pretty good view of it. Boy, what a great play design. We have seen some very impressive play calling here tonight. Scott Linehan had it set up. Let's take a look.
After the hold,
Travis Frederick's going to try and get in front here of Nigel Bradham and just gets that left arm wrapped around the neck right there, and everybody saw it. And that was well designed. I'm not sure that Bradham was going to get there anyway, and took away a great play from the Cowboys.
60-yard gain goes a wasting, and the pass is caught up at the 26-yard line by Des Bryant, who's been quiet for the last quarter and a half. Rodney McLeod makes the tackle. It was 1st and 20, so it's now 2nd down and 5.
Starting to see a little pep in the step of Dak Prescott as well. I think he likes this hurry-up pace.
He was almost jumped. Prescott in the middle, trying to thread that needle and threw it into the ground, intended for Des Bryant. So pretty vital 3rd and 5 coming up here.
Well, I think Dak Prescott thought that Dez was going to cut in front of the cornerback, ended up going behind him, and lucky that one wasn't picked off. Once again, the cornerback's just sort of sitting on Des Bryant, and I think it really threw off the route that Dez probably was supposed to run, because the guy just got no depth.
3rd and 5. From the 27-yard line, Eagles coming to the line, creeping up, indicating blitz. To the right he goes, throws, and reaching and making the catch is Beasley. Big time play. 1st down.
Boy, that is a tough catch. And he's going to bounce off the knee to make it legal. You remember the old John Madden, 1 knee equals 2 feet, or whatever it was he said.
Right.
But here he goes, going to come out here to the boundary and bounce off that knee and make that a completion. And for Dak Prescott, probably the thing that he does best, which is throw on the run. He has been dynamic outside the pocket.
That is the classic 1 knee equals 2 feet right there from the 37. Prescott to the sideline, and making the catch there is Bryce Butler. The only time I think he's been targeted tonight was on the interception in the 1st half.
Boy, what a nice move by Bryce Butler here. Check out Dak Prescott. He was peeking that way, wasn't he? That's a little sneaky peek, I think. Yes. That's what you'd call that one.
Yep.
And he got a great route from Butler. Get this offense moving.
Pretty good peripheral vision. 4 or 5 on this drive. Started back at his own 10. And they give it to Elliott. Elliott for about 7 yards through the 37-yard line. Tackled there by Mills. Came in for McKelvin, who came out for a play or two, but he's back in. 2nd down and 3.
Travis Frederick making amends with that block. He took control up there. Can you believe how these young quarterbacks are so in control of their offenses already?
They look like they're in their 7th or 8th year in the league. Elliott, and he will get wrestled down very close to the first down marker. So they'll come in, they'll spot the ball right at the 34, and first down signals Jerome Boger.
I know not everybody loves to watch offensive line play, but two of the best in football right there. Fletcher Cox going against Zach Martin, and it's just been a fist fight all night long.
78 yards for Elliott. He comes out. Morris comes in. Alfred Morris in the backfield. 3.5 in regulation. Prescott deep downfield, and it is Bryant in the crowd. Everybody wants a flag, but there is none as Nolan Carroll was with him all the way. Second down.
Yeah, I thought that was the right no call as well. The ball ended up thrown well inside, and so Carroll had that position. I told you they were going to come back to that double move because the way they were squatting on some of those routes, maybe had a chance if he threw it up into the outside, but just missed it inside.
3:27 left in the fourth. Elliott comes back in on a 2nd down and 10. Tony Romo looking on from the sideline. Prescott feels the pressure, has room to run, and picks up the first down. Pressure from his backside, so he took off. Pressure came from Vinny Curry. First down.
You just can't stop this. You know, there's just nothing you can do. You get pressure with Vinny Curry around the outside, and he simply outruns Marcus Smith on the other side. You know, there's just nothing you can do. Great play.
Gain of 12. From the 22 on first down. Pressured again, and as he gets away, it is.
You better go make the tackle.
No, it's incomplete. McElvin came up with it, but the officials come right in. Malcolm Jenkins that time put the heat on, trying to throw it downfield. Take a look again.
Let's take a look. Yep.
On the ground. Yep.
Great job by the officials. I'm sitting here looking at super slow-mo, and you know, those guys, they don't miss often.
So again, the pressure put on Prescott, forcing him out of the pocket. He likes it out there. 2nd down and 10. Now he's going to go downfield here, adjusting and making the catch is Des Bryant for the touchdown.
He threw that one outside, didn't he? You know, I love watching young players correct their own mistakes. He missed inside with the first one, didn't miss inside with that one, gave his playmaker a chance throwing it up and away. Absolutely brilliant.
Des Bryant out for the last 3 weeks, hasn't played since week 3 against Chicago. Now for the extra point to tie the game, Dan Bailey. Nothing's automatic these days in the NFL. But Bailey is pretty close to it. 23 all. 3:04 left in regulation.
Great read. When you see Nolan Carroll adjust to the inside, this route is going to go to the outside. And Dak Prescott this time is going to throw it where only his guy can go up and make a play. That is an unbelievable catch. It's so much fun to watch how competitive Des Bryant is at the football. And then those strong hands that have to pull it through the arm of Nolan Carroll. Great read, great throw, Dak Prescott. And Al, we talked about it even before that drive started. It hasn't been pretty today, right? He hasn't been playing well. He's been making big mistakes. But game on the line, as he's done all season, delivers.
Just win, baby. Des and Tony on the sideline. Oh, yeah. Jerry with grandkids and Steven and Jerry Jr.
Think football means anything to that family?
Everything.
Look out, we're rocking now.
Looking down the stretch, each team with all of its timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So, ton of time. And Philadelphia will begin the drive from the 25-yard line. The quarterback comparison tonight. Wentz, 75%. And Prescott has picked it up. His numbers were not good at all up until the last couple of drives. As you can see by distance, everything underneath and a couple of mid-range passes completed by Wentz. Meanwhile, Prescott has mid-range and beyond thrown 14 times and completed 7, including the 21-yard plus to Bryant for the touchdown.
You think we're starting to see the beginning of something between these two quarterbacks?
Probably. I mean,
it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yep. Both rookies. Both look like grizzled veterans. Philly begins its drive. Scandrick looked like he was ready to blitz. And this is Sproles, and Sproles is able to knife his way for a gain of 8. Boy, he is really popped by J.J. Wilcox. But he gets 8, second down and a deuce.
All right, I'm going to try this name one more time. Halapopati Vaitai. And you'll see Carson Wentz come out. He saw the slot blitz coming from Orlando Scandrick. Goes right to the stretch play away. And Vaitai on the edge makes the block.
A-. Halapulavate Vaitai. There you go.
We haven't talked about him tonight. That's the best news Philadelphia fans could get.
Because of his name. Who can pronounce it?
That's a good point.
Second and 2 from the 33. And it's a low throw, and that's going to be a loss. They would have been better served with an incomplete pass. Matthews tackled there by Carr. So that's going to take us, in all likelihood, to the 2-minute warning. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 on the other side of the stoppage. 2 minutes to go. Does any game in the league not wind up in a tie in overtime? Sure seems that way. Back after this. Three-man rush. Pass to the outside, juggled and knocked away, incomplete. He goes to the number 3 tight end, Trey Burton. Jeff Heath winds up covering on the play.
If there's been a knock against Brandon Carr, is that he's not physical enough. Tackling, coverage, that time, game on the line, couldn't have been done any better.
Right, Carr is right there. Interesting choice of receivers there in Burton. So it's 4th down. Lucky Whitehead is back. Donnie Jones. Whitehead's going to say, let it go, and it takes a great Dallas hop.
Pick it up.
Yep, he can, and he does at the 35-yard line.
So the worst you get is back where it was touched.
Touched by Philadelphia. Ball was still alive. They have it at the 35-yard line.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, very interesting on both sides right now.
You know, Dak Prescott, we asked everybody when they knew this was a young man that had it, and they said, well, how about the first play he played replacing Tony Romo in Seattle? It was 3rd and 8. He comes off the bench, and everybody thought, oh, they're just going to take it easy. Seattle pass rush on the road, all that. Walks in calmly, completes the pass, and they were off, and he hasn't slowed down since.
When you say interesting on both sides, we're talking about the timeout strategy here, too, as we go down to the finish of regulation. They're going to bring Witten into the backfield for extra protection. And Prescott, under pressure, escapes, fires too high, incomplete, intended for Bryant. 2nd down and 10.
Well, with all that pressure, you knew there had to be man coverage going across the board, and Dez was open. He had this little crossing route going, but Prescott uncomfortable, and then Beasley, who typically is the guy that you think of as being the man-to-man coverage beater, and Terrence Williams on the inside But if they're going to start bringing that kind of pressure, Beasley has to be the guy to go to. He is the quickness on this Dallas offense.
And 2 grabs tonight, but one of them was huge on a 3rd down to convert. And Prescott throws deep downfield, and Bryant had inside position there, but pass falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
Well, Jim Schwartz has officially quit fooling around here with Dak Prescott. If he's going to beat him, he is going to beat him with pressure. Now you've got a 3rd down and 10. Got down at the bottom of the screen. It was a good route, but Prescott just did not have enough time to hold it. So do you bring pressure 3 straight here? Do you trust your guys? Jason Witten, Cole Beasley have been the guys over the years that against man-to-man, tough to handle on 3rd and 10.
Here they come. Prescott incomplete, so Schwartz just sends everybody. Hicks comes through the middle. Prescott hits the deck. Pass had no chance, and that's a very rapid 3 and out.
Everybody coming here. Everybody coming on the blitz. They're bringing them from everywhere, and this could have been a potential intentional grounding. There was nobody around where that ball landed. Nice pressure by Jordan Hicks.
It took 19 seconds for 3 plays. And then Sproles is back. The kick bounces, and at that time takes a good Philadelphia bounce into the end zone for the touchback. And Wentz will go to work from his own 20-yard line.
So that was everything you didn't want to have happen on that drive for the Dallas Cowboys. At the very least, you wanted to make sure the Eagles and Carson Wentz didn't get another shot. And it was Jim Schwartz, a guy that is not known for blitzing. That is not his MO. Dialing it up against Dak Prescott and getting away with it.
And Line's done some job here. I mean, with Barber coming out of the game, left guard Wisniewski had to come in there, but they barely gotten to Wentz. From the 20. Blitzing from the outside, and that's caught at the 25. And a flag comes in as Dorial Green Beckham makes the catch. Penalty's going to go against Philadelphia.
Yeah. Dorial Green Beckham.
Pass interference. Pass interference. Offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 1st down.
Boger pass interference on his own colleague.
Yeah. I think that was on 18.
Yep.
Brandon Carr is going to go to his backside on this one. Now it gets interesting all over again.
Very.
Now if you're Dallas, do you burn some time
On both sides. Yep. 67 seconds. 1st and 20. And Wentz is going to get smothered at the 3-yard line.
Now for sure timeout.
Sean Lee comes in and blitzes. Now they're going to take a timeout. You got 2nd down and 27. And that stops the clock at 59 seconds.
Defensive lineman going to set it all up on stunts for this guy, Sean Lee. So they're just trying to clear a path. There you see the big gap. And for Wentz, no choice. Nicely done by Rod Marinelli.
Meanwhile, that's Morris Claiborne, who is the injured Dallas Cowboy. It's not a happy sight for these guys. He has to come out for at least one play. It's going to be 2nd down and 26.
I tell you, I cannot be more impressed with Rod Marinelli. I didn't think this defense had enough to hang in there this year, and somehow he has just made it work. And the secondary that was so much maligned in the past has become a bit of a strength, but it all starts with that guy, Sean Lee. He has been a force tonight.
So Anthony Brown, a rookie out of Purdue, a 6th-round draft choice. There he is. He has to come in for at least one play with Claiborne on the sideline. 2nd down and 26.
But Anthony Brown has played a lot of football. He was the slot for Scandrick the last 4 games.
Once looks that way, hits Matthews. Good tackle, Scandrick at the 11-yard line. So now you have a 3rd down and forever. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to take another timeout. So they have 1 left. Every
time that in this situation the quarterback drops back into the end zone, I always hold my breath a little bit, because one holding call and it's game over at that point.
Yep. Safety.
This is fun. You know, we met with both of these young men, these 2 quarterbacks this week, and you found yourself sort of cheering for them and liking them. They're doing all the right stuff, and the future is in good hands with these 2 young men.
So Jerry Jones, Jeff Lurie, the Eagles owner, with wife Tina, watching a typical Dallas-Philadelphia game. Through the years, they've been tremendous. 3rd and 19. Four-man rush.
Look out.
Keeps it alive. Gets buried from behind, and it was all he could do to hold on to the football. That's Orlando Scandrick. And Dallas takes its final timeout. And they should get the ball in decent field position. And, of course, with Bailey, they got one of the best kickers of all time.
I cannot believe he held on to that football. That may be the best play that Carson Wentz made all night. You'll see Scandrick going flying by. A total non-factor, and here he comes. That is incredible. Only large hands from a large man hold on to that football.
Yeah, that is incredible.
That's a game saver. No matter how you slice it, that was a game saver. You know, you could see Scandrick, I think, trying to tomahawk chop down on it and just missed. But even with that, I mean, there was no way he could have had any idea that Scandrick was coming from his backside.
All right, 4th and 21. So Jones with a good booming kick. A flag is down. 38-yard line, a fair catch by Whitehead. And a flag on almost every kicking play tonight. And at 38 seconds, Dallas does not have a timeout.
If it's a hold on the defense, is it before or after the kick?
Holding, receiving team number 51. Philadelphia has elected to have the 10-yard penalty enforced from the end of the kick.
And why not? It's a 54-yard punt by Jones. And then 10 more yards will be tacked on to bring it back to about their own 27.
There's Kyle Wilbur right there. Grab the jersey and pull him down. Good call.
So 38 seconds left. Dallas has erased a 10-point deficit. The game is tied. We've had 2 straight Sunday night games go to overtime.
Might as well go for the trifecta.
Looking for the hat trick. There's Bailey getting loose for what he hopes will be a game-winning field goal.
You just can't make the big mistake here, though, if you're Dak Prescott.
From the 28-yard line. 4-man rush. Prescott, whoa! And the arm was coming forward, so it's an incomplete pass. Brandon Graham got in. So that time they don't blitz. Only 4 guys rush, and they get enough pressure on them anyway.
Is it coming forward? We've just seen those plays in the past. I'm pretty sure that it was moving forward, but if I were a defensive player, I would never let that ball sit on the ground. There have been too many instances of that where that arm gets hit and the hand just sort of pushes it forward. Whew.
2nd and 10. Des Bryant, bottom of the screen. Look out. Prescott's going to get sacked back at the 15 by Connor Barwin. So now it's 3rd down and forever. And the Philadelphia Eagles are not going to take a timeout. 3rd and 21. And the Cowboys are going to be happy to just send this one into overtime.
You surprised they didn't take that time out.
You know, you've got 3 disposal at 3rd and 21. What do you at least give yourself a chance? You got Darren Sproles to run a kickback. But overtime on Sunday night, 3 weeks in a row. Lucky Whitehead back to receive the kickoff. And let's go through the end zone. So to the 25-yard line come the Dallas Cowboys. Some of the numbers tonight: rushing yards for the Cowboys 170. 30 of those by the punter on a beautiful fake by Chris Jones.
And a few by Prescott too.
Right, passing about even. That's right. Prescott tonight has gained 39 yards on the ground. Elliott, leading rusher, been held to about 4.5 yards per carry. Came in averaging 5.1. And they start out with Elliott probing the right side up to the 29-yard line. McKeldin makes the tackle. 2nd down and 6 for Dallas.
You know, great defensive coordinators have the ability to have it feel like you're getting blitzed by 7 guys, and in reality a lot of times it's only 4 and it's not a blitz at all. And so I think for Dak Prescott, he has to understand what Jim Schwartz is doing sometimes, and if it's just a 4-man rush, hang in there with it.
They go 5 wide without a huddle here. Elliott comes out of the game in this situation. 2nd down and 6. And the 29, and Prescott throws high, but taken in at the 38-yard line by the leaping Terrence Williams for a 1st down.
Big time play by Terrence Williams. He's sort of always the other guy, but he is the one that has the ability with his speed to make a difference and open things up for Dez Bryant. But so far tonight, there's no question with this running game, and anytime he gets the one-on-one matchup, Dez Bryant has been the nightmare for the Philadelphia Eagles on the defensive side.
Fake to Elliott. Prescott hanging in there. Fires. Caught. Beasley to the 38-yard line. Tackled by Mills. Another Dallas 1st down. 23 yards.
First of all, great job by Dak Prescott. Jason Witten had to run his man in front of him. It was a really great block on Vinny Curry, but he had to step up and through, kept his eyes down the field, and delivered a strike. For Cole Beasley, that's just his 3rd catch. He and Jason Witten now just 4 catches between them.
Usually their leading receiver coming into the game. Elliott will struggle to the 34. This is the 2nd year in a row that these teams have gone into overtime here. It was a Sunday night game last year that ended on a pass from Sam Bradford to Jordan Matthews, 41 yards for the touchdown to end overtime. 3rd time in the history of this vaunted series that the Eagles and the Cowboys have gone to an extra period.
Here comes the stuff. Dak Prescott said, "Get me out of that one." Jason Witten came down to help block. Here they come.
Yep, 2nd and 7, gets it away. That's caught. Beasley again, and he'll get taken down just short of a 1st down. Rodney McLeod was the guy coming in and got right to Prescott as he launched it.
Yep, going to get a clean run here, but nice job finding his quick outlet. He just has to remember, when they blitz, it's man coverage. Who's your best man-to-man beater? Number 11, no question, Cole Beasley.
So it's 3rd down and 1. They take Bryant out of the game and bring Whitehead in as a receiver. You got Elliott and you got a fullback in there too, Keith Smith.
And they'll use Lucky Whitehead to come in and block sometimes as well.
3rd and 1. You saw Tony Romo on the sideline. They give it to Elliott, and he is not going to get it. So the league's leading rusher, despite bringing in the fullback for leverage, is stopped short.
You know, he made a late spin move out there that looked like he was completely stopped, but kind of rolled forward.
But he's still short of the 1st down here.
Watch the D-line coming in here now, and watch Elliott as he got into that pile, sort of spun out of it and was reaching, got at least closer. He was stuffed pretty far back to begin with.
Well, this is pretty. You really run the play or just trying to draw him offside. Ball to 28. They push him to a first down. Prescott over the middle. Jerry Jones had about 4 years taken off his life here.
Actually, Doug Free's going to come in around behind on the tail end just when it looked like it might have been stymied. And the old scrum worked. Tyron Smith and company, everybody pushing forward. That was huge.
At the 26. Touchdown wins the game. Field goal doesn't. 4.5 into overtime. Elliott through the middle. Elliott for a first down to the 14-yard line. So 97 yards now on 21 carries for the Ohio State rookie.
Nice read that time by Ezekiel Elliott. If they're going to bring a slot blitz off the left-hand edge here, then there's going to be a gap. All those other defensive linemen are going to slant away from that. Elliott saw it and picked it up.
You know, 3 receivers set to the left. That's Bryant in the middle. Elliott again, and he gets stuffed as he reaches the line of scrimmage.
Well, the one area we've seen Dak Prescott make some mistakes tonight has been here in the red zone. Obviously, this is huge. A touchdown ends the game. But are you willing to take those sorts of chances now? Because Jim Schwartz has had his number with some of these blitzes.
Bring Witten in as the extra protector. And then it's flared out to Elliott, and Elliott will take the ball very close to a first down. So Elliott, outstanding receiver. They're going to mark it very close to the stick. On the far side, Ezekiel Elliott, it's where he steps out. 4 receptions tonight. Where does he step out? It's about the 5. And it's a first down. So it's a first down and goal. So Elliott out. They bring Morris in. Alfred Morris. First and goal from the 4. And they run the option here, and to no avail. That is sniffed out by the Philly D. So it's second down and goal. They've had the ball the entire overtime period.
They're lucky that wasn't a fumble. Alfred Morris was so far in front of Dak Prescott they couldn't even get the mesh point, and this ball is a little wobbly here. He's reaching, and I think he may have given that ball to Alfred Morris if he were close enough to him.
Elliott in the backfield. Prescott. Elliott got knocked down. Throws wide open. Jason Witten to win the game.
Friendly fire got the Philadelphia Eagles. They collide, and Jason Witten wide open for the game winner.
Witten not much of a factor tonight. Barely called his name. Of course, he's been the heart and soul for so many years. And of all things, wins it at the end. That was 12 plays in overtime, including a huge 4th down risk, which paid off.
Watch the collision on the back end. It's the 2 safeties, Rodney McLeod, Malcolm Jenkins, run into each other. McLeod's going to pick off Jenkins on the back end right here. And there goes Jason Witten for the game winner.
He picked a heck of a time for his first touchdown of the season, didn't he?
Oh, man, they all contributed a little bit.
He's had a few in his illustrious career, and the Dallas Cowboys have won 6 in a row and have a 2-game lead in the NFC East Division. Volkswagen post-game report coming right up after these messages.
Mike, thank you. Dak, you guys trailed by as many as 10, and you clawed your way back into this thing. What was the mood like in the huddle as you guys worked your way back to the win?
We just taking one play at a time. We knew the defense was going to make stops to give us an opportunity to get back in it, and they did exactly that. The defense won this game. It was a great one.
Well, you guys had a 4th and 1 in overtime. Jason Garrett decided he wanted you to keep it. What did it mean to you to have him put his confidence in you like that?
It meant a lot, but I got a great front 5 guys up there that can move anybody, and that's exactly what they did, and let me get that yard. That was awesome.
You know, your predecessor, Tony Romo, used to find Jason Witten a really nice security blanket. You were scrambling there when you threw that touchdown pass. What did you see out of Witten?
I saw a wide open Witten just doing exactly what he does and getting open, and that was a great way to get our first one together.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, a record-setting night for you. Most starts in Dallas Cowboys history, and to have it end with you scoring the winning touchdown, what was that moment like?
It's special. You know, you play a long time, and you just hope to be in moments like this. This is what you do all the work for, all the training. Great group of guys. Just a special team, you know, to go through what we did last year, 4-12, we really had to look ourselves in the mirror. The hard work's paying off for us right now.
And you told us you've accepted a new role on this team, a little bit different, but this is such a young, exciting team that it's fun to be a part of. What did you see out of this young quarterback tonight?
Well, you can't say enough great things about the young man. I mean, he just came in since day one and really just embraced this role. Thrown into this opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it. And that's a good defense we went against. He just kept grinding. He stayed with it, led the group, made some big plays when we needed him to.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thanks, Michelle.
Let's turn to Sean Lee. You just heard Dak Prescott say the defense won the game for us tonight. You guys did some things there late in the game, you know, held them to 3 and outs. What was Rod Marinelli dialing up that was working so well?
Well, you know, that's a great Eagles offense, and they had us on our heels a lot of the game. Made some adjustments at halftime. Coach brought a little bit more pressure. We found a way to make some big plays. We knew if we could get it back to our offense down the stretch, they would make plays. They've made plays all year for us.
And the mindset of this defense, as you saw that offense clawing its way back, was what?
Oh, we knew. We knew it was a matter of time before they exploded and scored. You see Dak, how great he's playing. It was so great to see Witten get that catch. Guy's been a huge mentor towards me. He had an unbelievable career. He's a Hall of Fame person, Hall of Fame player, so that was fantastic.
A big night, Sean. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Mike,
back to you.
Denver against Oakland. We'll see on Sunday night from whatever they call that facility in Oakland these days, Oko, I think. Anyway, the final score here was 29-23. The Cowboys win it in overtime. Great rivalry and just another chapter tonight in overtime on Sunday Night Football. Al, Chris, Michelle, Freddie, Drew, the entire gang. We'll see you next week.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this special presentation of the National Football League.